Hey guys, what's going on? We're back in the solo shuffle doing some Enhancement Shaman PvP. We are playing the alt shaman mainly because it seems to get better lobbies than my main. And yeah, I had a really bad lobby, so I rage quit on the main and I swapped over to the alt, and now we're here. So yeah, anyways, we're fighting a fire mage, a frost mage, two resto druids, and a demon hunter. So this first matchup is myself and the demon hunter versus the fire mage and the frost mage. So our main goal here is to shut down the fire mage as much as possible, mainly because he only has one block and a cauterize versus the other mage who has two ice blocks and a lot more defense quality in my opinion. Because if you hit a frost mage, you have a high chance of being rooted, and it's very, very annoying, as you'll find out later. But anyways, they seem to be wanting the demon hunter. Now, on this one, I am a Volpera, so thankfully, so I am taking 1% reduced fire damage. Whoop-de-doo. Um, I didn't think about it till after, but it did kind of work out. And so, it's a matchup in my favor, I guess. But anyways, we're trying to connect, but as you can see, we're just getting CC'd, we're getting pulled off, and I'm trying to do my best to interrupt and CC them, but it's not going too well. And as you can see, I am purging so much that I am going which is very, very annoying. And I didn't realize it until I actually ran out of mana. I don't normally pay attention to my mana levels because, enhancement, but I actually ran out of mana, which is crazy. I never thought I'd be able to do that with Greater Purge, but it turns out you can. You definitely can. So here we get the mage very, very low, almost taking him out. He gets cauterized, and then he gets even lower, and he procs his ice block. So we're like, awesome. And we got 30 seconds till Ascendance. This is a game winner right here. So all we have to do is stall out for 30 seconds, and that's it. I can get us the win on the game because the fire mage has nothing left to survive. So here they do a crazy swap to our resto druid. As you will see, they get a significant amount of damage. Boom, there it is. He's down to 1%. I go ahead and drop a grounding totem, try and save him. Pop some healing surges, try and save him a little bit, and he just randomly tops himself. And I'm like, okay, my time to go. Ascendant's Bloodlust, Doom wins. And then we start hitting the mage, and down he goes. So that was very terrifying to see because my Resto Druid almost fell over. Anyways, now we swapped Resto Druid, so same plan is to go after the Fire Mage and try to, shut him down as much as possible. So here he is. He's kind of far off. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pop cooldowns right away. Go ahead and Greater Purge, get his Alter Time off, which was really lucky. So I start blasting him with some Wind Blast, and you can see we got Cauterized perfect, which is great. So I'm continuing to hit him. I get a bit scared here because my Druid's in CC, so I kind of LOS the Fire Mage for a second, just trying to, stay alive a bit, try and help my druid to get these guys off of him, use a thunderstorm or two, and we're out of there safely. Only astral shift used. I still have stone bulwark, so we feel pretty safe. The druid gets polyed, and I try to kick a cyclone here, but I suck and miss. So I gave him precog instead because I am so good at interrupting. Um, but yeah, so now that our druid is fully CC immune right now, we can say we're pretty safe, but the demon hunter is in a bit of an awkward spot. Thankfully, he's able to connect with our druid and get topped off. So here I get a Doomwind's Bloodlust combo, get DB polymorphed on it. Bit unfortunate, but what else do you expect, right? As soon as I pop a cooldown, they definitely want to CC me. Makes sense. So we're trying to connect here, and we're able to, thankfully. We're able to get a lot of damage here, and then something really weird happens. They try to cyclone our healer, and then their Frost Mage actually walls off both our healers, and the mage just died. He could have ice blocked, yes, but I don't think anybody really expected to get walled off there. I thought that was really, really weird, but hey, it is what it is. Worked out in my favor. So now it's myself and the fire mage versus the frost mage and the demon hunter. Now we know for a fact they're going to want to go for my fire mage, so we're going to try to keep the demon hunter off of him as much as possible. And you can see we're getting a lot of damage on this frost mage. So I get polyed. I quickly swap to the Demon Hunter because I'm unable to connect, and it felt like the mage wasn't really falling over. So back onto the mage, see if I can't get anything, but he's just got so much defense up. There's not a whole lot I feel like I'm doing, but we're gonna try it anyway. So we're connecting, getting a little bit of damage here and there. Try to root the Demon Hunter off of my mage, but it's not quite working out. So he gets a nice Ring of Frost. I interrupt Glacial Spike, trying to stop this mage's damage as much as I can. Get polymorphed is what it is. So we try to reconnect onto this mage. A little bit of a stun onto the Demon Hunter here, give my mage a little bit of a break. And we kind of connect onto the Frost Mage. You can see he's trying to do his best, but he's just unable to get there. I get cloned. We get CC comboed. The Frost Mage really pushes up here, uses up both his blinks. There's Alter Time, and the Mage just drops 7 meteors and eliminates him. Like, that was wild. I did not see that coming. Like, the Fire Mage just drops 6 or 7 meteors and deletes the Frost Mage. So that was kind of wild. But anyways, same plan here is go after the Frost Mage, try and shut down the damage and the CCs while keeping the Demon Hunter off my mage as much as I can. So here I pop Doomwinds and Bloodlust, thinking, okay, they're probably going to CC me, which they do afterwards. So I'm like, okay, I'm free to Ascendance now. So I go ahead, pop Ascendance, get a little bit of damage, try to connect, and we're able to do some, but it didn't really feel like I was making any headway. Like, I did not feel like I was making any damage, so I go ahead and swap to the Demon Hunter for a second, see if I can't get anything, but it just doesn't feel like we're getting anywhere with it. So my druid gets CC'd, but we're all topped off, so not too worried about anything. I'm trying to just stay away from this druid so I don't get CC'd by him, and I'm trying to stay on top of the mage so I can keep him from casting and doing damage. But you can just see they're both on top of each other. Get a nice little triple cap totem here. Unfortunately, I didn't have Bloodlust and Doom Winds to combo into that, which sucked. So we try to do what we can. I lasso the mage, but he ends up, I think he trinketed or I canceled it. I'm not sure. I think I may have canceled it because the druid was going for a clone. So it was a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So the mage is doing a great job staying alive. We just need about 50 seconds, and I believe we can win, although we haven't gotten a single ice block. But you never know what happens. You never know what's going to happen. So we try to we try to push. Well, at least I do. The mage is trying to kite off this demon hunter as much as he can, but he's unable to get away. He gets very close. He goes ahead and ice blocks, and I'm like, okay, we got 30 seconds. We just got to stay alive for 30 seconds. They swap to our resto druid, so he's under pressure now. I try to stop the clone, but I fail at that. So it is what it is. We're still alive. We got 15 seconds to go. All we got to do is stay alive for 15 seconds. I put pressure onto the Resto Druid, trying to make him back off, get out of here with his cyclones and stuff. Let my healer breathe and top off my fire mage. So I lassoed the Demon Hunter to try and stop his damage because I'm like, okay, we got this. So I get banished. I'm like, okay, we just gotta stay alive, and my mage falls over. It was very unfortunate. I felt like if I got that ascendance, we would have won. I really did. So now we're on to myself and the Frost Mage versus the Fire Mage and the Demon Hunter. So you can see here, I set up on top, trying to get a lot of damage. We get a bit onto the mage, and I can't hit the mage, so I go ahead and swap to the Resto Druid real quick, get a lot of damage on him, and try to connect. And then I see the mage pop back out, so I go ahead and connect back onto the mage as much as I can. Greater Purge to get his stuff off. I start dipping on HP, but I go ahead and pop Wall in a Healing Surge, and thanks to Stormweaver, I quickly top myself off, so my druid doesn't have to worry too much. So we're back onto the mage, just connected, getting a lot of damage, surprisingly without any defensive or without any offensive cooldowns. There's Cauterize, there's Ice Block, boom. And that's not even with Bloodlust Doom Winds back up yet. So we're coming up to Bloodlust and Doom Winds again. I try to get a triple cap totem, but the mage just blinks right out. And he Alter Time's back to me. So I'm like, okay, so I have some cooldowns ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and send them. So Bloodlust, Doom Winds, Ascendant, or not ascendants, but dogs with big Ellie blast, and then he blinks away. So I'm like, I don't really want to chase that because that puts me in a very awkward position. So I try and hit the demon hunter, but can't quite do anything. And then I see our druid jump back in, so I'm like, okay, I feel safe enough to go after the mage right now. So they actually just CC me, which is quite the surprise. I thought they would have went for the kill on top of me, but I guess not. So our mage blocks to save himself or get out of CC. I'm not really sure, which is perfectly fine. And we got about 20 seconds until ascendance. All we gotta do, live 20 seconds, and boom. So I go ahead and do another root cap totem combo, but they killed a cap totem, I believe. So it was a bit unfortunate. Don't get any CC. And my mage is dipping low. We're both kind of dipping low. So I'm thinking, okay, let's back off a little bit, you know, so he walls off. I'm not sure which one of them walled. I think it was my frost mage, which was good, getting the mage off of me. So I see my cooldowns are up. I get my combo and just explode onto the fire mage, and we're down. He's down. So and then onto the last match, the fire mage rage quit, which was unfortunate. He was getting harassed by one of the druids, so I don't quite blame him. But I really do cross my fingers. It was an actual DC and not a rage quit. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Laters!